1, 2, 3. Yep. All right. Connected. Cool. There we go. Yay. All right. All right. Let's turn on some background lights here in a minute. It's not uploaded yet. No. 11 maybe? You'd think. No. Well, maybe. Interesting. 07. Alright. Let's see. We're waiting for ISC or whatever it is to pop back up here in a moment. Go away. It's going to be a little bit before it pops up. Yeah. Probably. Short's got a lot of views. Dang. Yeah, I need to start posting more of those. That really boosted the channel. All right. Alrighty. Huh? Nothing. Hey, Thorn, what's going on, man? Not much, man. Just waiting around for whenever this talking ship or whatever gets up. I don't think it's up yet. Have you seen it yet? Don't think it's up yet. Yeah, same here. 4.6. Definitely. Waiting to see if the Hermes is worth anything. It should be because it's kind of a spot filler for a lot of cargo haulers. But we'll see. It's like anything else. Yeah. We'll just have to. It's basically my mobile setup for now. Might be another hour ahead. Yeah, possibly. I'm just starting early. It might be 11 o'clock. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to check the store real quick. See if it's popped up. I doubt it has. But I could be wrong. $10 though is usually when stuff pops up though. Ow. Odd. It's usually either 10 or 11. Let's see. Might be another hour ahead, yeah. Definitely. It's looking like it, because I'm not seeing it yet. Hoping it's not more than the MSR. Shouldn't be, but it'll probably be more than the Constellation. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we're simply going to have to wait and see. In the meantime, sit back and relax, Chad, I guess. Man, there's a lot of people over on YouTube today. Supposedly it has 288 cargo. We're going to have to wait and see the back entrance, Luna Mario. Supposedly it has 288 cargo, so that puts it in approximately the same. It's about half the hold strength of. Yeah, I understand. It's approximately the same. Halfway mark, more or less, than the whole B, but it's way more than the A. Yeah. Definitely a lot more. Yeah, I don't think it's up yet. Not for at least another little bit. I'm keeping an eye on the it's 10:10. Let me see if they've updated the store yet. Probably not. Okay, so at 10:01 they deleted a lot of stuff from the store: the Starlancer Max, the Zeus CL, the Tech, the Carrack, the Hercules, the Mercury, and the Corsair. So they're getting ready to pretty much release the patch, it looks like. Yeah, they're also saying the patch is getting warmed up as of, let me see. Saying as of maybe about 20 minutes ago, maybe? No, about 50 minutes ago. They're warming it up for live release this morning. So, 4.6 is on its way to us. So, yeah. Yep, exactly 288 cargo on two separate grids, Thorn. That's pretty impressive for a ship its size. Honestly, they could have used a different ship, but the Apollo frame was already available, so I kind of get why. I do understand why. Maybe I don't want it, didn't want them to use it either, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do, it's kind of their thing. As long as it isn't combat. Yeah, the Apollo is not meant for combat. It's technically meant for support. It's basically a support slash assist ship. So medical, cargo, logistics. It's kind of its forte, more or less. The frame. It also doesn't have the shields for a ship its size to be combat. It's more of a It's more of an industrial slash profession ship. Yeah, in a way. That makes sense. Come on. It'll probably be 11. 11 our time, though. All right. Let's keep an eye on the clock here. No updates yet. All right. I'm curious. Okay, so Let's see. All right. Toothes. Okay, so getting a lot of bots this morning, unfortunately. Nothing. Yeah, let us have one cool thing to ourselves. Exactly. Exactly. Let us have our one cool thing, right? It's like, hey, we want our own action. Come on. Yeah, and they have so many combat ships that are their choice now. They do. It's goofy. I mean, let us have our one thing, and then you guys can go back to having your combat ships. Come on. Right? There are also people complaining that about the, what do you call it? The Salvager we just got. You know, the, Salvation. A lot of people were complaining about the Salvation and how it doesn't have a combat variant. It's a it's a salvage scowl. It's not built for combat, and it's like this big. It's tiny. It's a box with a cockpit. What are you gonna fight in that? A tin can? I heard some of that noise too, Luna, when they were talking about the Salvation. A racing variant, I get of that ship. A combat variant, not so much because it's so small. It would be a worse fighter than the Mustang Delta, in my opinion. Even if it had 2 or 4 size 2 weapons, it'd be awful. And who would want that? There are better combat ships in that size range. So to that I say just no. Not every ship is designed to be a combatter or combat fighter or something. And does every ship need a combat version? No. Like the Arastra. We have the freaking Polaris it's already based off of. We don't need another Polaris. I will say we need a salvager version of the Arastra, which would make a lot more sense because it's a large, subcapital size ship. And it looks way better than the Reclaimer, which is so hard to land. But that's just a matter of aesthetics to me. Also, take for example the ship in my picture here. This way. The Hawk. The Hawk's supposed to have 4 variants. Well, 3. A Shadow Hawk, a something Hawk, and the Standard Hawk. The Standard Hawk we have in game is a competent fighter in the right hands, but is it reliable against bigger ships? No. It's also more of a light-duty prison transporter. The Stealth Hawk or Shadow Hawk is more of a stealthy recon version. It has less weapons, but it has a high stealth signature. Yeah, even in Elite Dangerous, the Sidewinder is more of an explorer. That's why I was puzzled by the Salvation Combat comments, Luna. I couldn't get it. I just didn't understand. Even in Elite Dangerous, the Sidewinder is one of your best early exploration ships. Early in the game, like early. You can max out the Sidewinder pretty easily. Very true. I agree with that, Thorn. We do need a large salvager, a much larger salvager than the Reclaimer. I could see a salvager variation of the Orion, but it's going to take a while till we can convince CIG for that. Yeah. Also, I think we're away from... there we go. Yeah, the Reclaimer is kind of on the small side, too. I just don't understand. Yeah. All right. All right. So we got probably another 30 minutes till it pops on, I bet. Yeah, yeah, and I agree with the Reclaimer being a little small. It also needs a full redesign. Maybe it'll get bigger. I don't know. It might. It's a small capital ship, but it's definitely hefty. It's taller than it looks up close inside. I've owned one. I'm just not interested in the layout inside. Its insides feel very underused. Oh, wow. The insides of that ship feel so underutilized and need to be reprocessed so badly it's not even funny. Yeah, we've heard next to nothing about what's going on with data running. And that's why I'm kind of concerned about that. I don't know what they're going to do with info running. We'll just have to see what they do. It's like everything else. Things change in this game. Huh? I'm getting a little worried about good old, you know, base running and stuff. Let me see here. Okay, so huh. I guess we're gonna wait and see what happens. I'm basically waiting for the thingamabobber to drop. That way we can stream it. Should be another 20 minutes or so. I hope. Yeah, I think data running's closer to 1.0. They're trying to sort out the stuff they can get right now as actual, you know, missions, things. I'm surprised we're getting municipal works when we are. Municipal works, even though it's not going to be at ArcCorp at first, which we knew that was going to happen because the current ArcCorp, from what I understand, isn't 4.0 Planet. It's a 3.5 Planet. It's a very old derelict relic. So they're going to have to replace all the current planets with 5.0. Instance stuff like municipal works may not even function right. Okay. Guess we're just gonna have to wait till. By the way, Thorn, do you live in the U.S.? I got like 14 inches of snow nearby, probably within 20 minutes from me. And basically, it shut everything down around here for a couple of days in the area. I couldn't go anywhere. Yesterday, I managed to get out for the first time and get around, but it's still kind of difficult with how our side streets are. Fun times. Real fun times. Man, come on. You got in Wisconsin and no snow. So we got what you probably usually get, which is amusing. Yeah, we got a pretty big blanketing sub blizzard, but yeah, it was amusing. Okay. Yeah. It was well below zero all weekend long from you. Yeah. We had a couple of days like that too. Fun stuff. Yep. Definitely fun. Not in the best of ways, though. Isn't it fun when it's so cold you can't even breathe air? I'm being cynical when I say that, but yeah. So much fun. Not really. Yeah. We're basically waiting chat for oh the Hermes talking ship episode. And then we're going to try to plug into 4.6 when we can. Oh, you've been lucky. You've been getting temperatures that are actually balmy in comparison to what we've been dealing with. That's for sure. I'm a little bemused of that. Well, we are. We're talking, aren't we? Um. Wow. Hold on. Who just dumped in here? Verdigris. Hey, Verdigris. What's going on, man? Yeah, let's. I'm on a different computer. This is my mobile setup. Again. I think we should have a ship episode in 10 to 15 minutes. So, hey, Mark Bravo. Hello, hello, hello. Wow, a lot of people popping on today. Interesting. All right, let me see. Um. Oh, is this? Yeah, no worries. Just saying hi, Mark. No worries. Let's see. Let's just dabble with something here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose. Let me think. Okay. Let's see if this gets it. Not much, man. What are you up to? There we go. Sound effects until we get to, you know, oh, you know, in 15 minutes, the Inside Star Citizen or whatever should be up. So, here we go. It's kind of my de facto video. So, there we go. Still can't believe this video is over 2 years old now? 3, actually. Maybe. Who in the world? They do need an updated one. I will say this, they need an updated one. That was funny. Oh, wow. True. Wow. Dang, I'm doing great today. Okay, so we got 10 minutes chat, probably till it pops up. We'll see. Oh. Speaking of 4.6, which route are you guys going to do first? Collecting, transport, or combat? I have a large org I ride with, so probably all three. A mix of three at least. We'll see. Hull C? Oh no, that ship, that was a prospector. The one that flew by was a prospector. Same company though. Then the last one in line, yeah. Gathering first, then hauling, then the last one in line, yeah. Smart. I think we got about 5 minutes. So I'm going to keep watch for the ISC to pop up. Hang on, chat. Let me check. Should be up by now, I think. Maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's 10 o'clock, but I don't see it. Any updates? see anything. Double checking. No, it doesn't look like it. Interesting. So I guess we're continuing this for a bit. Alright, I'm back. So. See if there's any updates. It's 11:03. Is it? Still nothing. Huh. Interesting. Okay, where is the update there, CIG? You're running a little late. Unless they plan on releasing it later in the day, which I bet they will. I don't know, guys. Okay. Yeah, that's not in game. It's gonna be gross. And that is the Star Engine bit. Um, I was kind of hoping they'd put up the sale paper before the before noon, but it's not looking like that's gonna happen. But we'll see. Oh my gosh, what in the world? What in the world? Hold up. Hold up. Window capture off. There we go. Oops. Whoops. Sorry, chat. Yeah, you're seeing stuff you're not supposed to. Oopsie. That's better, I think. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, I was having my stupid things being cantankerous for some reason. I don't know. Where'd Chris left? Darn it. I was hoping he'd stick around, but he didn't. That sucks. That's okay. I don't care. Really? Huh. That's kind of odd. This is not Samus Returns, you dip. Thank you. That's what I'm hoping to see. It's supposed to be up here in a bit. I'm looking for it, but I don't think it's up yet. At least I don't think so. Oh, shit. Ah.
To Shadow Patch Notes, the series where we take the latest patch and discuss all the hidden tweaks and changes that didn't quite make the spotlight. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And stick around until the end of the video to see how you can win a Drake Clipper game package with LTI. Alright, let's jump right in. The elevator doors in your hangar can now be properly ridden. Before, your character would be unaffected by the doors and stand in place as they slid underneath you. Now, you can actually ride them to the side as the floor moves. Could come in handy for those of you with extra large hangars. The fire extinguishers in-game now provide thrust in 0G. Insert your WALL-E and Gravity movie references here. You can move really fast when propelled by it. This is actually more impactful than you might think, since we will eventually be moving away from having infinite EVA fuel, and many armors won't allow for EVA at all, so this will give you another option for mobility along with the push and pull mechanics when that comes online. New Kelso shops were added to the spaceports in Stanton cities, like Lorville and Area 18. Now you won't have to take the train just for fuses and med pens anymore. I just hope they add the multi-tool and attachments to these shops soon too, since that's the main item that has me turning around usually. Also, rest in peace to the beloved New Deal guy. Lorville just got gentrified. Speaking of New Deal, the RSI Apollo and Medevac were added to in-game shops for about 7 or 8 mil each. Now, as for the modules, it appears that if you buy your Apollo in-game, you will only get the Tier 3 medbed modules, and none of the higher tier beds. This might change, but that's how it was for me at the time of recording. Also not sure when or where you'll be able to buy them in-game, but I don't think you can currently do it at the moment. This one is more of a tip than a shadow patch note, but during the Tech Smugglers mission, you can loot the Vandal bodies out in space to get a few more plates and stuff for Wiggolo. The RSI Polaris received a bunch of nice updates. First up, it received a deployable basketball hoop in the hangar like the Perseus, along with a rack with 3 basketballs on the side. I couldn't manage to get one in, but I did make one using a tractor beam.
An athletic game!
Can we get these balls on the Perseus now, please? In engineering, the power plant now deploys upwards, so you can perform engineering tasks on it. The signage in the hangar was also updated, with each hangar door now displaying what side of the ship it leads to. There is also a new pool table in the rec room. And lastly, the captain's quarters received a CCTV camera and remote door control, just like the Perseus. The Argo Mole received a huge buff to its nose HP. Perfect for when you and the new guy mess up that first rock of the day. During a recent ISC, we got a tease at what appears to be a medium salvage version of the Argo Mole. The Aurora got its gold standard pass this patch. VTOL thrusters can be seen on the top and bottom of the ship, and some cool weapon racks were added too. Some windows were added to the bed area. Unfortunately, you cannot remove the cargo rack from the bottom of the ship anymore though. Vari-Puck gimbals have received a model update in 4.6. They are now visibly larger and bright white, as you can see here on the Gladius. The new event for this patch revolves around finding a solution for the Melina mold problem plaguing Levski. You can see the Melina mold firsthand by visiting the top left hallway by the Cafe Musain in Levski. You can choose to do a variety of missions, from ship combat to cargo hauling. The rewards include ship skins, large FPS industrial tools, and an item fabricator being attributed to your account when it becomes available. The Melina mold commodity from the event is stored in the rarely seen liquid containers. It also appears a few commodity containers have been updated, like the RMC container from ship dispensers have some grime on them now. Swapping FPS weapons is quicker now, and you can now sprint out of the medgun heal. Certain weapons, like the P4 AR and P6 LR, received weapon model updates and texture updates. The model for the Max Lift tractor beam was also updated this patch. Some new industrial career path missions were added this patch. They aren't available right away, but will be turned on in the coming weeks this patch. The mining path is pretty interesting. You'll be working for Shubin Interstellar. The missions will have you starting out with hand minables first. If you are looking for a cave that's quick and easy to reach, I recommend heading to HDMS Opyri on Hurston. The cave is just a stone throws away from the outpost, and thanks to the updated scanning from last patch, caves and minables are easier to spot than ever. They'll be marked directly on your HUD as you approach. There was also a cave located at my mission drop-off location at HDMS Anderson. Now there is a catch with these missions though. You will have to drop the ore down on the outpost freight elevator to turn it in. If your elevator PTSD flared up just for me saying that, Trust me, you're not alone. Once you turn in your first contract, you can begin accepting ship mining missions. And there's good news for nighttime runs. Ship night vision is finally in. It's called light amplification, and it's basically just a tint over the windows to help you see clearly at night. The color of the tint will vary based on the manufacturer. Drake is tinted orange, for example. To activate it, press right Alt and L while in the pilot seat. You can change this keybind in settings, under Vehicles, Seats and Operator modes. A co-pilot cannot activate the tint themselves. However, they can still see the amplified light if they are using the same glass as the pilot, like in the case of the Scorpius. Here's an image of all the manufacturer tints currently in game. Which one is your favorite? The star map got a really awesome update this patch. It now shows local minables for each planetary body, as well as the harvestables and creatures that you can encounter there. They will be listed on the left side here. This also works on moons, like Daymar. Pretty awesome addition to get just ahead of crafting. Some new salvage contracts were also added. These are by Adiago Holdings. They will first have you delivering RMC and construction materials. After the preliminary mission, you will see newer contracts with component salvage requirements. As expected, you will have to find and deliver some ship components to complete this. In these missions, I've also seen some size 0 components, so you may need to loot a ground vehicle to complete them. New salvageable objects and debris has been added to the game. They are much smaller than the older panels, but come in larger quantities. Also, fear not, the old school big chicken wing panels are still here. I saw some confusion in the community around this. The RSI Polaris had its cross-section emissions significantly increased. As stated in the patch notes, ground vehicle missiles received an overhaul and got their own classification to distinguish them from ships. This appears to be a significant buff across the board as far as damage is concerned. The ability to place items such as fuses directly from the inventory was re-enabled. I'm really appreciative for this one. In 4.6, multi-shields are back to providing the full HP pool again. This was tested here on a Guardian MX with 2 FR76 shields and an Asgard with 4 FR76 shields, all powered up. The regen rate is still affected as a trade-off though. And that'll do it for this episode of Shadow Patch Notes. So, were any of these changes news to you? How do you feel about the light amplification? Are you excited to finally do salvage and mining missions? And do you plan to see the new event all the way to the end? Leave a comment below and let me know. And if you're interested in the game package giveaway, just be a subscriber here on YouTube and head on over to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv.
Yeah, good question. It's a good question, dude. I mean, like you're saying, could be noon, could be later. Who knows? You know. What the fuck? That's weird. It's not recording me. Okay, what's going on here? I got no clue. It's like anything else. It could be any time from now or something. Just simply have to wait and see, I guess. Which is frustrating because it's 11:30. At some point today, I'm gonna have to get out and eat. You know. Fuck. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're just. Okay. Yeah, this is getting freaking ridiculous. If it ends up in the next 30 minutes, I'm probably going to go get some lunch. Because. He is green in spectrum. Oh. Oh. The myth that when Waka is green in spectrum. Oh my god. Huh. Interesting theory. Yeah, I've heard that theory before. We'll have to wait and see, though, right? Is there nobody here? Oh my gosh. Who? Can't do that. Wow, Beyond the Verse's wife just got laid off after 11 years. Tenured, top tiered, rated annually. She's going to bounce back. She's going to find a good job somewhere. And the company that just fired her is going to regret ever firing her. I mark my words. Yeah, I agree, Thorne. Yep. Hear what I said about Beyond the Verse? His wife got fired from Amazon, and apparently, yeah, they're going through some hard times. Apparently laid off after 11 years. Mass layoff of 11,000 employees. That's rough. I feel bad for her, but she'll bounce back. She'll find something. People want. People, and I remark my words, people want seniority. In some instances, people want experience and expertise when it comes to tech and stuff. This is not updating. Yeah. Typical corporation, brother. I tell you, it's that typical corporate BS. You know it. I know it. It sucks. Yep. It's not fair to people like her that's been there, 12, 13, 14 years. I feel bad, but she'll find somewhere that she's wanted. Not to worry. That kind of experience, she'll obviously find something way better than, and hopefully better pay. That's what I'm hoping. You know? Let's hope she finds some better pay, too. Because the Amazon normally doesn't pay that great. Well, they did for a while, but yeah. Where's the shit? Yeah. Hey, I live it too. I understand. I completely get it. Being on, on technically low income sucks. It does. People also look at you funny. It's not fun. If you know what I mean. Hey, Thorn, if this ISC isn't on in 40 minutes, I'm going to have to take a break and get something to eat for lunch. I have a family member who probably needs something to eat here in about that time. So I apologize. Hang on, I'm going to go check with him. Yeah. Yeah, probably, dude. I apologize, but thank you for hanging around. I appreciate it. Sorry. I'll definitely see you again, though. '07. Appreciate you hanging out with me.